What's up, Oilers? We're back on another episode of Tyson Talk, and we are here with
Dayanara
and Elisa.
And let's get right into the episode. So, Elisa, I'm going to come to you first, and then Dayanara, I'm coming to you second. Elisa, as I understand, you are a senior 2024 cheerleader. My first question is, what brought you to cheer, and what made you fall in love with the sport, if you are in love with it?
What brought me to cheer was, I was just like always like doing cartwheels and flips when I was little. I've been doing it for like, I want to say 14 years. Like I've been doing cheer for 14 years. And like I was just doing like cartwheels and just jumping around a lot. And so I decided to join it, and then it just made me fall in love with it. And then I did like a couple years in it, and I was like, oh, damn, I like it. So that's what brought it to me, and so it caught my attention and everything.
What would you say is your favorite part about cheer? Because I know you guys have like field trips where you guys go out to the beach. I know you guys have stunt. I know you guys throw each other up in the air, which is I don't get how you guys throw each other up in the air, and that really confuses me. But what would you say is your favorite part about cheer?
My favorite part about cheer is just getting together with like a group of girls and like just getting to know one another and like creating memories with people that like you never thought you would be friends with or like create a bond with. So like it's like it's like a really good experience for like anybody who decides to want to do cheer in the future or like want to do like a sport like cheer. Like it's not just cheer, but I mean there's like stunt, like you said. There's all-star cheer, competitive cheer, any type of cheer. I mean it's not the same thing, but I mean it's a cheer activity. So that's just one of the things that I love about cheer is that like you could just be your own self and like be peppy and just This is a quick question for me, and this is personal. Who would you want to shout out on the cheerleading team? Who would you want to give a shout out to that helped you helps you really blossom into the cheerleader you are today with Montebello? A shout out I want to give to is our captain Samantha. I mean, she's done it all. I mean, she's one of like I want to say the best cheerleaders on the team. She's helped us get through a lot. I mean, there was a time where like we didn't have coaches, and so she just like put us back together. Like it was just she created us.
True leadership.
Yeah. So that's just one of the girls I want to shout out. So she brought us all together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take it to Dayanara, who participates in drill. Let's give her a hand. Dayanara, how you feeling today?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm asking a couple questions about drill. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, like I asked Elisa, what made you fall in love with drill? Because I've seen the kind of dances you guys do, and it seems really hard, and it seems extremely, very disciplined, I would have to say. What brought you to it, and what made you fall in love with it?
Well, I really like dancing. My whole life, my two uncles are dancers, they're salsa dancers, and they love music. I love music, I love dancing, and that motivated me to want to go and do something like that. And it is hard, I'm not going to lie. It's like military based.
Right.
But it's really fun. I think it's really fun and enjoyable.
Would you recommend it to a beginner as a senior, or would you want them to take their time as coming up into it?
I say do it. I'm like, do it. I'm like, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Yes, do it. It's fun. It's really cool, you know?
Okay, so before we proceed with the episode, before we keep going, do you guys have any more questions for me in my sport? As you guys know, I play basketball, so.
What made you want to do basketball?
I don't think I've ever went over this question before. I've been playing basketball since I was maybe, let's see, I'm 17. More like, I've been playing since I was 3, so I've been I've been here in basketball for 14 years. Growing up, I played rec league, I played travel ball, I played for middle schools, high school. I played at each level. I was able to win championships at each level. I went to the SoCal tournament when I was back on my last team last year. What really made me fall in love with it is just the competitive further, because you guys might not get this, but basketball people around the world, they understand when you pick up a basketball and you bounce it, you dribble it, it feels so reliable. It's to the point where you it's like you bounce the ball, it don't ask no questions. You shoot the ball, it don't ask no questions. At the end of the day, for me, it's like a therapeutic process, because like me personally, I don't go to therapy, but like anytime I have something like on my mind, or I'm overthinking something too much, or I'm like in a bad mood, depression, stuff like that, I know that I could just bounce a ball or go to a LA Fitness to go play pickup runs with my boys. It's honestly just, I would have to say it's helped me through a lot of stuff. So I just try to give back to it, give it my hard work, always give it 150%. My boys will tell you, anytime we're in practice, I always go 150%. I don't know how to give myself, I don't know how to be less of a player. I don't know how to really relax. And some people could say that's a bad thing about me, but I really I pour my blood, sweat, and tears into the game, and it always shows, and it always pays off for me. Any questions from you?
Like, what caught your eye to like basketball? Like, how did, like, the minute you picked up basketball, like, how did you feel? Like,
well, I can tell you, how can I answer that question? Picking up a basketball was one of the most important moments in my life, because usually I wanted to play football when I was a kid, but I knew for my size and build, I wasn't really built to be like a wide, or I could be built like that because I am pretty fast, but I knew I wouldn't really go far in football because I don't really know if I could do the 6 a.m. workout, stuff like that. But when it came to basketball, I picked it up, and it was just like, it was an automatic connection. It was just like, I used to shoot the ball. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to the Kathy Hensel Park, and I would just go and shoot hoops, just keep going. And what made me fall in love with it is the dedication that I put into it. Like I was telling Dayanara, I put a lot of dedication into everything I do when it comes to school, sports, even relationships, stuff like that. I try to put myself 100% in. But when it comes to basketball, it's just like it's a different love for me personally, because I've always felt a love for basketball because mostly it's because my dad also played in high school and middle school when he was my age. So I would also have to give him a shout out to that he gave me a lot of motivation, and he just always kept telling me, you have the potential to do something great with your basketball skills and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the answer to your question. Any other questions you guys want to ask me?
what celebrity would you give a shout out to who motivated you other than your dad?
Ooh, celebrity. I would have to say, that's a hard question. Honestly, the celebrity or the basketball player who's given me the most motivation is honestly Steph Curry. Shout outs to him, because he showed me from a young age, you can be anywhere. You can be a little guy and still dominate the game. You can still revolutionize the game. He came into the league 2009, this skinny, scrawny kid that was a 3-star recruit from Davidson. Nobody thought he would last. And you look at him now, he's like a 4-time champion. He's a finals MVP. He's an MVP. But I would give him a shout out for that, because he showed me that even at my size, even at my build, because I'm not very tall, I'm not very long, I'm not very athletic as far as like jumping up to the rim. He showed me that guys who can play under the basket really have like a certain type of way. They can change the game in any type of way they want. Okay, Elisa, I'm gonna go back to you with some more questions on cheer. Can you talked about earlier in the episode, all-star cheer, regular cheer, stunt. What would you say, how can you explain the differences between them?
The differences between them is, all-star cheer, you travel all around the world, and
I'll be going to Vegas and stuff like that. I'll be seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, like all-star cheer, you travel all around the world, and like there's so many other things you can do.
Right.
And high school cheer and middle school cheer, it's like practice for all-star cheer and competitive.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally practice. Like, on the field,
right,
that's nothing compared to a stadium full of, I want to say, like 20,000 people.
You guys have 20,000 people watching you guys?
Pretty much, like, in all-star cheer.
Wow.
Like, it's a lot. But still, like, it's nothing to, like, people in the stands are nothing compared to 20,000 people
right
are like. So, I mean, the difference is, I mean, high school and middle school, you travel. Yeah, you travel, but you don't travel far. Like
you don't go
the
like
farthest you could probably go is Florida.
which is what? That's middle school?
No, high school.
Oh, that's high school.
Yeah.
And
high
then,
school and middle school are the same thing. I mean,
yeah.
middle school, you don't really have football games. Like,
Yeah.
you don't go out on a stadium.
Oh, that's another question I was gonna ask. But yeah, go keep going.
Like, you don't have, like, you don't go on a stadium during middle school games. I mean, they have flag football. Like,
Flag
that's
football.
nothing.
It's not
That's
nothing compared to the real
nothing.
football. Yeah.
But high school football, I mean, you go on a stadium and you do sideline cheers.
Right.
And, all stars, you don't do that. Like,
Right.
you don't go like, oh, what about, like, you don't do that.
Right.
So, it's just one of, like, the differences, like,
Right.
from all-star cheer, middle school cheer, and high school cheer.
Would you say the discipline is more active there? Because as a cheerleader, I know you have to be very disciplined in the sense that you're throwing people up in the air. Not this is like in all serious, like, but you have to make sure you catch these, like, you have to catch these flyers. So you call them. Would you say it requires a lot of discipline and a lot of hard work?
It actually does. I mean, and that's what it comes with conditioning.
Right.
Conditioning a lot. I mean, having strength to do it. I mean, even if you don't have the strength, I mean, we have conditioning. So, I mean,
Right.
you can do the conditioning and you could even go and work out on your own if
Yeah.
you have to. I mean, if it makes you feel any better to try to motivate yourself to be on the team, I recommend, like, conditioning a lot. I mean,
Right.
yeah, we do conditioning here, but I mean, there's only so much conditioning that
What do you guys do for conditioning? Just wondering.
We do, like, cheer jacks. Yeah, we do cheer jacks. We run on the track.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. we do a lot. I mean, that's why they say cheer isn't a sport, but I mean, there's so much to the reason why we're a sport.
That's the reason. Because me personally, I've never looked at cheer as a sport. Like growing up, middle school, I never looked. I was like, man, cheerleaders, they do what they want. But then I got here. Well, I went to Sure for a couple years, as you guys know, and I knew some cheerleaders there, and they kind of worked. But I was like, is this really a sport? And then I came to Montebello, and then I see the type of things you guys do. I'm like, maybe.
Is it different?
I was like, well, the difference between Sure and Montebello, there's not much difference as in like the students, I would say, because you still have your bad kids, your good kids, the cheerleaders, the football team, the basketball team. The only difference I would mainly say is the rivalry, because the rivalry you can see it in basketball and in football, because even though we do lose certain games, and I don't particularly like that we do, because I want to beat Sure, but we haven't yet. But that's not the point. We're gonna beat Sure next year. But the point is, I would have to say differences between them is that just the rivalry. Some schools are not a lot as disciplined as Montebello and Sure High School. I'd have said that's a good similarity between the two. But the difference is for me, is just mostly the rivalry. Like sometimes, like Montebello doesn't take it as serious, or we take it as serious, but then we go to the field and then you don't see guys taking it too serious. Whereas you see Sure, they take the serious, like, okay, we're gonna go to Montebello, we're gonna beat Montebello, and they're gonna know we beat them. Yeah. And this is not to dislike anyone at Montebello, because I'm Montebello pride, and I love being at Montebello. It's a lot better school than Sure, and I personally think that. But you can see it in like Sure's face. They're like, we're coming to Montebello, we're gonna beat Montebello, and then we're gonna make some stupid Montebello. We're gonna make a stupid video that Montebello's gonna see, where we're saying Montebello this, Montebello that.
Yeah.
They come with the mentality that we're going to beat Montebello, and that's another question I would ask. Do you let the rivalry with Sure get into like your personal lives, or are you guys just like best friends?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say like we're best friends, but I mean, Sure has always been chill with us, and I mean, as long as the cheerleaders are cool with us, I mean, we're gonna be cool with them.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Because personally,
there's
I don't
no
like cheerleaders.
there's no like hate towards any of the cheerleaders. I mean, like I said, like as long as they're okay with us and we're okay with them, I mean, there's no like, oh, like, no, like I don't like you, no, I hate you, or like no hate towards in one another. So I mean, I don't let it get to me.
Yeah.
I mean, even if there was drama between us and like one of the other cheerleaders at like Mark Keppel or Sure High School or anything.
Yeah, you already know I can't stand Mark. You already know I can't stand Mark Keppel. No, Mark Keppel cheerleaders kind of like. We won't dive into that, but yeah.
But I mean, like, if they do something to us and like they say something to us, then we're obviously gonna defend our school.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're obviously gonna defend our school. So we have really nothing to hold back. So, but other than that, I mean, we have no hatred, like no like hate towards any of the cheerleaders.
Right.
Just as long as we have respect from they have respect for us, we'll definitely more than 100% have respect for them.
I feel like there's like, even though we're like cool and stuff, but there's still that rivalry.
Yeah.
Rivalry.
Tension.
Yeah.
That tension.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you could be friendly, but like you want to win, you know?
Like during season, we want to beat you guys.
You have that feeling. It's like, oh, like there's a certain point where like, oh yeah, we're like cool, but not like friendly, you know? You still have that tension where it's like, oh.
I have a lot of friends at Sure, but like when we had that first home game, when we had that league opener, a lot of guys looked at me, hey, what you doing here, Colin? I'm like, I come to Montebello. He's like, oh, you too bad you can't play. I'm like, it is what it is. But I would say, is it the same for drill? Because I know you guys do compete against Sure, right? Is it the same? Is it the same way where it's like you guys are like best friends, but during like wins, or you guys really want to beat them, or is it like you guys are just best friends?
Well, we're like, we don't have against like we don't have anything against them, but we're competing. You know, when you're competing, it's like, oh, there's still the rivalry. You know, we can't be like besties.
Yeah,
you know?
no.
But there's always that. Of course, everyone wants to come out and like first. You know, wants to win, have that first, the pride. You know, but but we don't have anything against them. Like, you know, we always been friendly to everyone and stuff, and like.
Difference I would have to say though is that I feel a lot more love at Montebello. The love here is a lot different because there's no disrespectfulness to Sure, nothing like that. But I mean, the teachers here really buy into you, because the only reason I'm in OilerTV was because I got a recommendation from Ms. Wall, and then I started doing college news, and then people came up, hey, you're Tyson, you do the college news, you do so well. And then I remember I went from the first kid, I went from like that first week being that new kid. I remember I met her. I met her out of nowhere, and she walked with me for nutrition. And I remember I went from this new kid to like everyone knew who I was, and I was like within I think within a week or two, it was like everyone knew who I was. And I started late. Like I didn't start that 14th that you guys started. I had started that Friday or that Thursday. I think it was that Thursday that I started school. It was like the 18th. But honestly, the difference is the love. I mean, I feel like the teachers really buy in here. They really buy into your future. Not to say that Sure doesn't, but the way Montebello does it, it's like a real huge difference for me. Any questions from you, Miss Rodriguez? No questions? Okay. So to wrap up this episode, it's not going to be too long, but I have a couple more questions for each of you. What are your plans for the future as far as cheer?
Cheer, I mean, I think I'm going to do cheer for as long as I can. I mean,
you're going to cheer in college?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go to ELAC.
You're going to ELAC?
Yeah, I'm going to go to ELAC for like 2 years.
Looks like we're going to the same school. Okay.
And then I'm going to more than likely go to UCLA.
Oh, big school. Big time school.
Or I was thinking of Oklahoma, because I mean, I've always wanted to go to Oklahoma, and I think got an acceptance letter.
Oh, okay.
From Oklahoma.
Okay.
So
hey, wait, hold on. Let's give that an applause. Let's give that an applause. At her own little acceptance letter from Oklahoma. Continue.
I want to go to Oklahoma, so I mean, hopefully I can.
Right.
But I do have my eyes. I've always had my eyes on UCLA ever since I was little.
Okay.
So hopefully I can do cheer for as long as I can, and then I I was thinking of doing an NFL cheerleader.
An NFL cheerleader.
Yeah, I was hoping.
She about to be an NFL wife. Okay. I see you.
I was thinking of doing like an NFL cheerleader,
Mm-hmm.
but then that was like my second option. But my first option was going to school to be an ultrasound tech.
An ultrasound tech.
Yeah.
What is that?
Like, it's an ultrasound technician where like you do sonograms for like the pregnant woman and like.
Okay.
so,
Okay.
I actually was gonna start working for one. Probably I want to say like in the next month or so.
Okay.
So I wanted to try to do that, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I mean, God has other plans for me.
Amen to that. Yeah.
Such as like being what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Like my second option, an NFL cheerleader, like any cheerleader in general.
It's good to always have a backup plan just in case you don't get what you.
And
yes,
so
yeah.
an ultrasound tech was always my first. And cheerleader was always my second.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I'm praying to God that I can make that happen and like make my family proud as
That's good.
as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Graduating is one thing, but
Hey, look at that. We are class of 2024. That's the best draft class, not gonna lie.
but yeah, so hopefully I can do that and make my family proud, be the first to go to college and finish it. And
Oh, you'd be the first one to go to college and finish.
actually, no, I lied. I'd be the first. No, I'd be the second. Because
Okay.
my dad was.
I'm about to be like,
No, my dad was the first, and I would be the second.
right.
But I would actually be like the first one to like make the most money out of like my whole family.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, yeah.
So yeah, hopefully I can get all that done that I want.
That's good. Any future plans with you for drill? Where do you think that's gonna take you in the future?
Well, since I play tennis,
Yeah.
so maybe.
Oh, you play tennis too?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have asked some tennis questions. Okay,
I
go ahead.
Because I heard that there's some like in the South with military and stuff, and they do it over there. But since I was just like keep low, play some tennis in college, and that's it. And because I want to be a speech psychologist
Oh,
Speech psychologist.
for kids. Yeah,
Okay.
because my sister she has like
Okay.
So I want to help out little kids. I'm really good with kids, and
Okay.
I'm the oldest, so I'm like have experience with kids and stuff.
This is my last few questions for you guys. What teachers here would you shout out as far as helping you through your education?
I don't know. I would probably want to say. I don't know, cause
It's okay, cause like in the time that I've been here, I've had like teachers like Vogel, I've had Palma, I've had Rodriguez, as you guys know, and then recently, shout out to Mr. Richards. I recently got him for econ, amazing person, and I might have him on the next episode for baseball. But honestly, it's been like an honor to be at this school. We'll come back to that question when you guys come to an answer. I have actually one more question. What are your guys' graduation senior plans? What do you guys plan to do for graduation? Like any graduation parties, or what do you guys plan to do?
Well, actually, I was planning on going to Vegas, like just to like go and like hang out over there.
You'll catch me there too.
Continue. Go ahead.
And so, I was just thinking of like going like with friends and like
Sure.
having a good time, you know, like, I mean, there's really not much that we could do, but
Yeah.
I mean, we could like go on like the strip and like have fun and like, no, like the
It's okay. Keep going. Yeah, continue.
and like, we could go like on the Vegas, like
Yeah.
on the Vegas strip. I think that's what it's called.
I think I don't go to Vegas a lot, so I wouldn't really know.
That's what it's called. And so, excuse me if I mispronounce it, but yeah, I was thinking of doing that. If not, like have like a small like graduation party. I mean, I don't want to do anything big because I recently just had my 18th birthday party.
I should have gone. I should have gone to that.
And so I recently had like a really big like 18th birthday party. So like literally all my money went to that. So if anything, it'll just probably be like a little small like 18th graduation. Like.
What about you, Dayanara? What you plan on doing? You plan on leaving? You plan on going to Mexico, leaving the country, or what?
Yeah. Since my birthday, it's during almost that week because my birthday's on the 23rd, May 23rd.
Okay.
So it's close to graduation. But my family wants to make a big party, but I'm not really about those parties.
I can't stand the big parties.
Yeah.
Like,
so I told them, I was like, no, I just want to like just a little cake or stuff like that.
Yeah, little cake for stuff like that.
Because I don't really like partying a lot.
Yeah. What would you guys say is one of the senior activities you guys are most looking forward to coming up? Like, I know we have the senior sleepover. I think that's pretty much all I know. But what senior the senior activities. What senior activities are you looking forward to the most?
I think I'm looking forward to like. I want to say like the sleepovers. I mean, we all get to be together and like hopefully all the seniors are able to participate. I mean I know there's some seniors, but hopefully like it's one in a lifetime that like I can look back and like from 20 years from now and be like, damn, like it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I can't do that because I will fall asleep. Like I will fall asleep.
She falls asleep 9:30.
Like I cannot stay awake, but I mean, I'll go. I'll try.
Yeah. It's like I'll try to stay awake. I'll bring like 2 pounds of coffee. We'll be okay.
But no, I mean, other than that, I mean, grad night is one of the other ones I'm looking forward to.
What is grad night? What happens on grad night?
Six Flags, no?
Yeah.
Is it 6? Oh.
That's the one that I can't stay awake. That's the one I can't stay awake.
6 in the morning, yeah.
Wait,
No.
you're at Six Flags until 6 in the morning?
Yeah.
We're going to Six Flags until 6 in the morning.
Yeah. We're going like at like 5 in the afternoon, I think.
5, and then all the way to 6 teachers are going to. That's why last year teachers were falling asleep in class because they went to the grad night. It was crazy. You didn't know that?
Okay. Yeah, because recently I had just got back. We had just went to Knott's it wasn't a couple weeks ago. It was last week. We had went to Knott's. We had fun. I think we only got on 2 rides, sadly, because she knows who she was, made us wait in line. I don't know why, but it was a fun trip. But we actually like stay until 6 in the morning.
Yeah. You didn't know that? You didn't know?
That's trippy. That's trippy.
I'm like looking at him.
That's trippy. Okay, Dayanara, what are you looking forward to the most? As we were keep going on with this question.
I think the sleepover. I'm excited for that. Low key, it's fun. Like I think it's gonna be fun and crazy.
Aren't we sleeping in the gym?
Yeah.
Sounds a little weird.
I say they open everything, like, cause I don't know.
I was gonna say we were supposed to do that for Midnight Madness, but we never. I don't think I stayed for Midnight Madness because I played at Midnight Madness. I got introduced, but then the whole CIF thing happened where I couldn't even play. It was whatever. But yeah, it was. I thought we were supposed to sleep in the gym, but I didn't know how we were supposed to do that, to be honest. But
there's gonna be so much seniors.
Ooh, actually, Elisa, I have a question for you. Since you're a cheerleader, which kind of games do you prefer cheering at, football or basketball? Got to make the decision now.
Football, like.
The football games are fun.
Yeah, they actually are.
We're waiting. I'm sorry. I cut that out.
Like, I was praying she'd say basketball, but it is what it is. She said football. We all know why. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. But that's okay. No, because football games are fun. I can't lie. I only went to one football game and we did get blown out by sure, but it was a fun game. We're gonna wrap up this episode of Tyson Talk. It's been a pleasure to have you ladies here. Hope you guys will join me for another episode. This is Tyson and we're here with
Dayanara
and Elisa.
We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace. you.